Hi, everyone. A very good evening to all of you. So, I have with me Tanvi. Okay, so Tanvi Oswal is a psychologist, expressive movement therapy facilitator, and NLP coach with a passion for helping people reconnect with themselves through creativity and movement. So, she has a rich background in psychology, archaeology, ancient Indian culture, and languages. Tanvi brings a deeply holistic approach to her work. Tanvi is the founder of Meta, Center for Personal Growth and Well-being, where she creates safe, empowering spaces for emotional release and authentic self-expression. And she has also, conducted sessions with 3,000 individuals. And this is very interesting. So she has conducted sessions with prisoners in prisons, NGOs, corporate spaces, senior citizens, communities, and more. So over to you, Tanvi. I mean, I am very intrigued that what our session will unfold, and I'm very interested in how we will de-stress through art. So everyone, you guys can grab your pens, papers. If you have some colors, that will be wonderful. And yes, we can open the mics. The cameras will not be opening, but the you can talk with her through chats, or we can also open the mics if you want to talk throughout the session. You can raise your hands and stuff. Okay, so over to you, Tanvi. Just take it forward, and yes, we would love to see what the session unfolds.
Great. Thank you, Anamika. And somebody has raised their hand. Mangat, sorry.
Guys, you can chat for now. In the last 15 minutes, we will have an interactive, session for the question and answers. So if you want to, talk about anything, you can just put something in the chat box. Okay, she'll be able to answer you guys.
So, hi everybody. How are you? How is everyone doing today? I would love to know if you could put something in the chat box to let me know how your day has been, how you are feeling at this point of time. Nice, occupied. The day was hectic, happy.
I think it will be happy for a lot of people because it's Friday,
Yes.
weekend incoming.
Yeah, we've chosen a good day. Yeah. So interested in the training, that's great. Okay. So, pause. Looking forward to the weekend. Okay. So I would like to um, first ask everyone to put their phones on mute so that we have full participation throughout the session. And since I can't see your faces and I can look at the chat window, I would like it if you do give me, some things coming in between. I will ask you questions and maybe you could put your responses in the chat box as we go through the session. So our topic for today is empowerment and de-stressing through creative expression. Now let us talk a little about emotions and feelings. It's a tough topic, right? Emotions and feelings. We go through so many things every single day. We've gone through so many things, so many situations since the start of our lives, since so many years, right? And all these situations, a lot of these situations, in fact, cause an emotional reaction or response within us. So, for example, starting on the family front, mom scolds us and we feel sad, we feel hurt. Growing up, when we go to work and we go into a big meeting, how many of you would agree that, there's this feeling of nervousness? Yes. I think I've just lost the chat window. Just a moment.
Are you not able to see the chat?
Yes. I can put it to the side. No nervousness. Okay, that is good. Um, who all would agree that, there is some amount of nervousness when we do go into a meeting that is extremely important? No? Yes. Or we feel anxious before we go on a date, right? We haven't met anyone for a really long time and we have to go and meet somebody new. Do we feel anxious sometimes? Yes, maybe. Or maybe we have a really strict boss at work, or we have a really strict boss at work, and we have to go into the office every single day. Do we feel that tinge of fear inside? Yes. Fear of boss at home? Yes. Yeah. It works both ways. No nervousness, but fear of something bad that will happen. Yes. So there is always that cue, right? Something is going to happen. We may feel that, or we may, yes, scared as hell. That is also interesting. Yes. So we feel anger, excitement, frustration, pride. We feel hurt. We experience jealousy. We feel fear. We feel sadness. And these emotions are experienced everywhere in our workplaces, in our daily lives. You name it, it's there. But sometimes we don't even acknowledge these emotions because emotions can be uncomfortable, especially when we deem them as negative or we find that they are socially unacceptable. So let us talk about anger, for example. There is a trigger, we have an outburst. How does that affect our relationship with that person? Anyone in the chat box? So when we do have this outburst, okay, so the question is, we have a trigger, right? We are talking to somebody and they say something that we do not like, or something that causes an emotional outburst in us, and we shout out, we lash out at them. Yeah. So the person stops talking, it leads to a fight. It's not a healthy relationship. And if this happens over and over again, this anger outburst, it causes dent in that relationship. And over a period of time, that relationship can just break away, right? So, what are the different ways in which we deal with situations? Yeah. So, someone writes, if someone becomes angry at me, I know that he or she has had a bad day and hence I try to remain calm. But if it goes on for a long time, then it leads to hate. Yes. And then it becomes difficult to even be with that person. That's true. So sometimes we lash out, sometimes we suppress those feelings. How many of you would agree to the fact that, we push out those uncomfortable feelings by way of distraction tactics? Like, for example, going onto Facebook, on Instagram, going through reels, and there, the next thing you know, 1 hour is just gone by because we have just been scrolling through social media. The other way we suppress all these emotions is by overeating, because it satiates us in a different way. Then, there's smoking, It makes us feel calm, probably. How many of you here would say that, yes, smoking helps me calm down? Or at the end of a hard work day, you just say, I just need a drink. I just want to relax. Let's just go have a drink somewhere. Let's just go out partying. So, and then there's also drugs, and that's an extreme, right? So all these different ways, they are just ways of distraction. So emotional suppression can be quite toxic. And because, when emotions are unexpressed for a really long time, they can lead to depression, anxiety, panic attacks, chronic physical illnesses, and a lot of different problems. So let us try a little experiment while we are on this topic. Does everyone have a pen around? Yes? So, okay, so take your pen in the hand, hold it like this. Okay. Now imagine that this pen is actually a situation. You can't see, there's a pen in my hand. We hold it this way. Can everyone see this? Okay. So just hold the pen in your hand. Now imagine that this pen is actually an emotional trigger that was caused by a situation. Something happened and you held on to it. That situation made such a big impression on you that you held on to it really, really tightly. So I want you to really hold the pen very, very tightly in your hand. So hold it tighter, 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 tighten your grip. It's like, you're really angry and you're holding the pen with all that might and all that anger and all that frustration. Hold it. Does it hurt? Now imagine that you're going to hold this pen like this for a really, 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 really long time. What is it going to do to you? What is it going to do to the hand? Does it hurt? Yes. Would you like to release it? Yes. Okay. So slowly soften the grip, soften the grip, soften, 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 and then let the pen go. Gently massage your hand. Now imagine we just held this pen in our hand for less than a minute and it caused our hand to become numb. It caused our hand to pain. Now imagine if you're holding onto something for a really long time, what is that going to do to your body? So what are emotions really? Emotions are a natural part of us being human. They influence how we think, how we behave, and how we feel physically. They're not something to be afraid of, but they are a cue. They tell us what is going on in our immediate environment, and they also indicate what is going on in our internal environment. And these are actually signals that require you to take a certain action. So, now do we agree that we need to take care of these emotions that we hold on to that are uncomfortable but still need to be dealt with? Yes. So, what is emotional self care? Emotional self care is when we become more aware, we are able to identify what we are feeling, and we allow ourselves to channel those feelings in healthy ways so as to benefit us, and also then we are able to take better action towards that situation. So what we're going to do today is we're going to allow ourselves to feel, to express just the way we want, without any filter, because you have with you your papers, your pens, your crayons, sketch pens, whatever art material you have. We're going to use that, and we're going to just simply let go. Are we ready? Are we ready? Give me a thumbs up. Yes? Great. Okay. So now, um, I would like you to sit comfortably, take a deep breath in, and let go. Take a deep breath in again, and let go. Now, I'm just going to take my chair back. What I would like you to do is, as you breathe in, open your hands up, open your body up, and as you breathe out, just close your body. So we're going to expand and contract. Yes? Is everyone with me? So as you breathe in, expand, and as you breathe out, let go, contract your body completely. Breathe in, expand, allow your body to guide you. So this will also give you a good stretch. And then breathe out. And then make your body really small. Breathe in, expand, breathe out, and contract. We're going to continue to do this for another minute. Breathe in, expand, breathe out, contract. Breathe in, expand, breathe out, and contract. So expand your body in all ways possible. You can stretch out your legs and then contract, shrink in your knees as you breathe out. So breathe in, expand your full body, breathe out, contract. Now, come back to your seats and take a deep breath in. You can close your eyes, put one hand on the chest, the other on your stomach. Close your eyes. And take a couple of deep breaths in and out. As you breathe in, look at what's going on within you. What is that internal weather like? Is it rainy, stormy, sunny, sultry, humid? What does it feel inside? We have never used these words to really express our feelings. But today we are going to take the liberty to use the weather as a metaphor for what we are feeling. So check in to that internal weather. Go through the entire day, see what has happened since morning, later in the morning, in the afternoon, later in the afternoon, until now. Think of the things that have happened. how they made you feel. What were those different weather changes? What were those microclimates that you experienced through the day? And now you can open your eyes when you're ready. Take a sheet of paper, take some crayons, some sketch pens, and I would like you to draw that internal weather for today. Yes, does anyone want to tell me what their internal weather is like? Yes. So, what is the internal weather like for you? It's an earthquake. So, you can draw that without really judging how the drawing is coming out. Let it come out. Use that sheet of paper to just draw that weather. You can take a couple of minutes to draw it. Sunny. And when you're done drawing, you can also write some words about what that weather is telling you. What does that weather make you feel like? Someone says it's full of high tides at the sea, too many ups and downs. Right? You're just going to accept what it is and draw that just the way it sounds, just the way you see it. Someone says bright, so orange and a bit heavy, and happy, so tinge of red and blue, drawn circles. Nice. Now, also write. So once you're done writing about the inner weather, once you have described what it feels like, how it makes you feel, what that metaphor actually tells you, we will go on to the next part. Now, the next thing, the earth is barely holding things together, it's on the edge. We're just going to stay with that feeling, going to accept that it is there. Whenever you're ready, just say yes, and we will go on to the next. So now think about one thing that you did not like about today. It may have been some experience that was unpleasant. It, you know, or it could have been something that just triggered you in some way that you did not like. If you have got magazines, you can cut out pictures that seem suitable from it, and then you can paste it on that sheet of paper. It's anxious over war and sleeplessness. Yeah. So I would like you to find suitable images, or you can think of images and draw that visual. So think of that unpleasant thing or that feeling. It could be over the war. It could have been it could be something that has happened in your immediate environment, or something that is not in your immediate environment. but something that is troubling you. So, what is the visual that comes to you for it? Yes, the IPL was cancelled very abruptly. Yes. Now, if you have drawn that, take some more time to draw it, flesh it out entirely, give it time. Sometimes, you may not even find a visual, so you may just want to just use that pencil or crayon or whatever and just rub it on the paper. And when you have finished drawing, you can write a few words about how you felt about that event. So, may I? It could be feeling of helplessness. It could be anxiety. No matter what it is, you're just going to accept it for what it is right now and draw it and write about it. And please let me know in the chat box, say a yes when you are done writing. Done writing to your satisfaction. Yes, okay. We'll wait for another minute before moving on to the next one. Sense of confinement. If there's anything that you need to write even more at this point, I would encourage you to do that. So, no matter what the feeling is, pen it down, no matter what kind of words you want to use. There's no judgment. When you're done doing that, think about, you can take a moment, take a deep breath again, and think of the part of the day today that you're excited to remember. It could have been a small victory. It could have been something that you did and someone else appreciated for you. Someone appreciated you for it. Or it could be something that you appreciate in yourself. something that you did today. So think of that one little thing. Okay, so I felt good when I cooked my own food. That's nice. That's a little victory. So you can draw a little visual about that, uh, something to symbolize that small victory, or it could be a big one. Look at what you did and let it come out in a little drawing, or you could again go back to your magazines, find a little picture that goes to tell you what that little victory was. It's like giving yourself a little pat on the back, something that we don't often do. Sometimes if we find it much easier to appreciate others than to appreciate ourselves. So someone says, I delivered my knowledge on something to another person, and that was very helpful to that person. The fact that the knowledge is transferred correctly, that makes me happy. That's wonderful. So put that down on your journal sheets. And when you're ready, just give me a yes. You can take a couple of more minutes on this. Whenever you're ready, just say yes, and we will move on to the next one. Let me get a few more yeses, and then we will move forward. All right. So now we move to the next one. Again, check in with yourselves and think of that one thing that you would like to let go of today. It could be something that has been disturbing you, something that probably happened today, or it could be something that happened previously, but you would still like to let it go today. Think of something that you have been holding on to or something that has been disturbing you. It could be something that is also holding you back from moving forward. You could write a few sentences. Think of all the emotions that keep you pulled back. When you have thought and you have written, we will do a little process together to just let go of all these things that we are holding on to. Are we ready? If everyone is ready, I'm going to ask everyone to stand up. Now imagine that there is a well in front of you. It could be a well or it could be a flowing river, whatever works for you. And this well or this river has the capacity to take away everything that you want to let go of. So we're going to start with just taking those things from the body, physically imagining that we're letting, we are gathering it all from our hands. So you can collect everything from your hands and we're going to throw it right into that river or the well. So collect it, throw it. You can close your eyes as you do this. Of course, we are dealing. So what if that thought is a reality? And even if we let go of the thought and the reality still exists, the reality still exists. But our way of looking at it is what we are going to change, right? The situation doesn't just go away, but how we perceive the situation or how we respond to it is going to change. Throwing, so someone says, I think I can't throw them. It feels like giving up. I don't know. Let's see how that works. Again, we are not giving up on the situation. We are only letting go the negative feelings that we have about it so that we can come back to it renewed. So again, I'm going to ask you to completely shake it off. All those negative feelings that we are carrying, we are only letting go the feeling and not the situation. All right. So if everyone is with me, we're going to start with our hands, shake it, shake it, shake it, and then throw whatever is there into that well. Take the other hand, shake it, and chuck it into the well. Shake your legs, shake, 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 shake. Shake the other leg, shake, 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 and gather it all up and throw it in the well. Remember that you're only throwing away negative feelings at this point. When you're done shaking it all up, shaking your entire body, shake, 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 throw it all into the well, come back to your seat and take a deep breath in and out. So sit down, take a deep breath in, and with a sigh, let go. Take another deep breath in, and with a sigh, let go. Take another breath in, and with a loud sigh, let it go. Give your body a good stretch. And when you're done with this process, open your eyes. Just say yes when you're ready. Yeah, it is hard. It Someone says it felt really hard, but I think I've done it, and that's good. You can, give yourself that appreciation because some processes are not easy and sometimes they take longer than, just this little time that we have spent on it. But just the fact that you did it, it's great. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Think of an image that is comforting for you. Something that gives you solace, something that gives you comfort, something that makes you peaceful, calm, and happy. Could be any image, any visual. When you have thought of that image, draw it on that sheet of paper. It could be one or more images. Think of what these images symbolize for you. What message do they want to give you? This could be the image of an ocean, a lake, a puppy. It could be a wise old man. It could be anything. Think of that space. Think of that image. And when you have drawn it, see what message it gives you. If it is cruising on a Himalayan 450 bike, see what that feeling is really like. What is that feeling telling you? What is that symbolism telling you? Sitting in icy mountains beside Ganges and doing meditation. Again, What is this imagery telling you? What is it that you need to give yourself? So write down those words, write down that message that's coming to you. We will avoid using words like should, you must, you need to. No, just going to write the message. When you are done drawing and writing, just let me know in the chat box. Say a yes. That's beautiful. So someone says the message is to focus on my energy and channelize it to make it positive, feel light, and let go of, let go of negative thoughts, be one with nature, and resonate with universe. That's beautiful. So when you're done with this drawing and writing the message, take a moment, close your eyes, and imagine yourself in this with this imagery, being a part of this, being a part of whatever you have drawn or imagined. Yes, Mansa, please unmute yourself and someone raised their hand, so you can unmute yourself and share if you like.
If anyone wants to talk, they can just raise their hands. I can unmute them and they can talk. That's not an issue. So you can simply type or you can raise a hand. Okay, Manasa said it's by mistake, so we'll let it go.
Okay. So now we are done with the art journaling part of it. We are done with the experiential part of the session. I would now like you to tell me how you're feeling at the end of it and what the experience was like for you.
AP, would you like to, talk to our host today? I can unmute you. Okay. If anyone wants to talk, it's still open.
Yeah. If anyone wants to share their experience, if, you know, it would be nice to know how you're feeling at the end of it, how you're feeling at the end of doing this. Yeah, Kevin says, love the session, would have loved it more offline. Yes, I absolutely agree. Any expressive arts therapy session works much better in person and much better when we are able to see each other. So if anyone would like to unmute themselves and talk, I would love to hear your voices. It would be really nice. It feels like I've just been talking to like a lot of blank faces.
Okay, Lokesh wants to talk. Sure, Lokesh. Go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so the session was really very good. I mean, it focused on the basics of how you feel and how you can feel lighter and let go of your negative thoughts. And I just hope that we do these kind of activities daily basis, and some other ways. Just a question from the host that how we can make sure that we do these things on a daily basis, with consistency and not losing the thought that great positive things will come in the future. How we can maintain the consistency.
It's just something that you have to do. If you like doing something and you keep at it, you do it, without fail. You set a time for it, set a time for journaling, for example. So you can
Okay.
take up the prompts that we did today.
Mhm.
You can use maybe all of them or some of them. You can change some of them. But just writing and drawing and giving those little metaphors, to things, it makes a lot of difference because it gives things a different meaning and it helps, you know, let go of things in a much better way. So just take time out every single day, even if it is just 15 minutes,
Mhm.
either in
Okay.
the morning or at the end of the day. If you're able to do it, it's great. But there's so many ways to take care of yourself. So, find that thing that really works for you and then keep at it.
I mean, I tried doing the meditation, sadhana specifically. So I started doing in the morning, and then like I do for 2 to 3 days, it feels very good. And then suddenly, like I goes into like deep down, like I don't feel like doing anything for 10 days. And then again I do for 3 days. And then for 10 to 15 days I don't do anything. So this is really this is bad. I don't know like how I can maintain the consistency, but as you told that we have to do it whether you have irrespective of how you feel. Maybe that will help me.
Yeah, and it could be different things every day, right? Meditation, you may not feel like sitting down and meditating every single day. And that's
Mm-hmm.
completely okay, but you can find a different way of then um
Okay.
meditating. Like there's so many different ways.
Right.
So
Understood. Understood.
so you just have to, balance it out. It's not, and even if it is 1 minute and not 15 minutes, not half an hour, just that 1 minute also helps.
Right. Right. Understood. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sarita wants to talk, I guess. Sure. Go ahead,
Yes.
Sarita.
Yeah, so what I feel is there has to be company sometimes when we begin. If you find like minded people, you create your own group, then our enthusiasm can remain and last for a longer duration of time till we, can feel that now I can be independent in my practice. But Sangha,
A
the
support.
group
Yes.
is very, very important.
Yeah.
Yes, Sangeeta, that is why we, do these sessions so that you guys can have a kickstart to what you really want to do and
Correct.
to make everyone realize that this is something is what we need.
Yeah.
Sometimes sitting with kids and drawing with them is what you actually need. So I think we should spend more time living our childhood dreams in a, on a daily basis rather than being adults all the time.
Absolutely.
So I think that might help
Absolutely.
you more.
Yes.
You don't have to take all the responsibilities every day on your head. Just be a kid for few minutes every day.
Yeah.
So you'll be like more happier, I think, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to share anything that they do that might inspire others or that they want to do? Anything or want to share? Or if anything has inspired you today or anything and helped you today, we would love to know. So that we can, have more of these sessions so that they can help you kickstart whatever is, logged behind in your subconsciousness.
Yeah. This is only the beginning. There's so
We
much to
have few
unpack.
more minutes. If you, yes, someone else wants to share. Someone has raised hand. You can talk.
Yeah. Hi, Tanvi, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you tell me.
Yeah, when you say things like throw them away in the lake, I felt like running away from the situation that make me uncomfortable.
Hmm.
But when you say only negative emotions, it feels like, okay, we are not running away or giving up on those things. We are subconsciously training our mind so that whenever we feel the same situation, we cannot think in a negative way. So that's how I felt. And few emotions or few things, we may not throw them on spot. It should be a progressive way of doing things.
Yes.
So yeah, whenever I feel the same situation or same kind of emotions, so there is a chance that it may be triggered again, but subconsciously I can suppress that one. I felt like that.
So here's the
Thank
thing.
you.
What we want to do is not suppress, but to actively engage with that emotion, see what it is telling us, and then, uh, you know, accept that it is there, then
Okay.
work around it because every emotion is going to tell something about, either the situation or about us. So ask yourself, what are these situations triggering in me? And as you go deeper into that line of questioning, you will figure out what it is, what it really is, and then you will be able to let it go. So ऊपर से हमने ये process कर लिया, we did this. It's okay for like something that is very on the top of the mind, but if there are some things that are deeper, they do require a deeper lens, a deeper line of questioning.
I got that point. Now, yeah, the thing is when we are in that uncomfortable situation or this kind of thing, our mind phases like it lose its ability to think deeper. So yeah, got it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, AP. That's a very nice message you have sent us. I think Tanvi is able to read it.
Yeah.
So we love these feedbacks and we love that you enjoyed the session. And thank you everyone for joining. And yes, have a very happy weekend. And please sit with yourself, sit with your thoughts. The faster you process it, take it in you, think about it, process it, so that you are, better, comfortable with yourself, more comfortable with yourself, if I may say. Right, Tanvi? I
Yes,
think she
absolutely.
will agree with me. Okay. So thank you everyone for joining. And yes, we will keep more sessions like this for you. And if you have any thoughts, we will share feedback forms. Please share your thoughts on that. Please share your drawings on the mails if you have. Okay, so you can share all those. We'll get those to Tanvi. And yes, Tanvi will be very happy to see those, I guess.
Yeah, only if you
Okay.
want to, if there's a lot that you would like to keep with yourself, please.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone wants to share
Yeah,
for
only if you
those,
really
you
want to share.
guys can share, because yes, there are no bad drawings or good drawings. Those are just the feelings and everything. So it's okay.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'll end this session with this thought, and be happy, stay safe during these times. So just stay with your family and stay safe. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Right.